Taurus, what should you be doing right now? What should you be focused on? What should you be doing right now? You guys may need to get moving, okay, on certain tasks or responsibilities, priorities. Something about you stalling here, okay? So you need to be focused on how you can stop stalling, stop procrastinating, stop taking your sweet time, okay? In regards to whatever, you need to start moving at a better pace than you are, okay? You could be moving very slow, and this could actually be what's holding things up. There's something that you need to get a move on, okay? And that's what you need to be focused on, moving on, whatever it is you need to move on, and stop procrastinating, whether this has to do with work, a relationship, your stability, you know, if this is a mental, emotional thing, but it's time to move forward, and it's time to move in a more of a quick and efficient pace, because you could be really taking your time on something, and this is not like benefiting you anyways. You need to focus on getting on whatever you need to get on, okay? Some of you guys, you need to be focused on how you can cut out certain things in your diet, okay? You need to be focused on what you need to limit or fully take out of your diet so you could have a better diet, a better health, live a healthier lifestyle. And some of you, it's coffee. You need to like stop. You could know that you need to let up off the coffee. You need to chill out on the coffee, and you could be taking your, that's another thing. You could be taking your sweet time with procrastinating with. You could like coffee, cool, you could love it, but it's like you could know that it's not really good for your health in some type of way, but you continue to drink it. So yeah, you need to be focused on what you genuinely do need to cut out of your diet, because you know it's just no longer beneficial to your health, okay? Yes, me guys, you know, you look to coffee as a booster, but it's other things that you can do to like boost your energy. Maybe that's what you need to be focused on, how you can really boost your energy. This is even maybe getting your drive back, how you can, you know, get that energy back, that drive back, that passion back for life, or again for any situation, okay? Maybe you're looking to coffee for it, but I'm just getting at, like, if you take care of your health, you look at other ways that you could be more productive, you know, eating certain foods that are good for the body. You don't have to worry about always needing that, you know, coffee, that caffeine to get you going, okay? Something like that. Just feel like that's for somebody. That may not be for everybody. If you're a heavy coffee drinker, then you know. It's like, if you know, then you know. Some of y'all could want to open up your own shop, okay? Your own cafe yourself, your own little business spot, right? And then I'm gonna just say, in general, you could be wanting to just open up your business. Stop stalling on this, Taurus, okay? This is what you need to be doing right now. Stop procrastinating on this business that you want to get up off the ground, this business that you want to start. You need to be focused on how you can start this business. Where do you need to start? What do you need to do? What do you need for this business? You need to start planning to open this business, to have this business, okay? And that's what you should be focused on. Some of you guys is actually open up a little restaurant, a cafe. If that's what you want to do, that should be your focus. You need to be figuring out where to start, right? Regardless, you want a business, you want to be a business owner, it's time to take the necessary steps to become a business owner. And that's what you should be doing right now. Yeah, Taurus, you need to be cutting out anything that's a liability in your life. That's what you should be doing right now. Cutting out anything that's a liability. Anything that is costing you your money, your time. It's costing you your resources, your energy. Whatever is costing you, you see it as a liability, whether it's a person, place, or thing, it's time to let it go. Even if it's a job that you've been holding on to, a job that you're comfortable in, a relationship, a person in particular that you could deem as a liability, someone around you, like I said, somebody in a relationship, a family member, whatever seems like a liability though in your life. Again, that could be, you know, costing you your time, money, energy, resources, whatever. It's time to let it go, okay? And that is what you need to be focused on, letting go whatever is a liability in your life, because it's going to be hard to move forward anyway. That could be reasons why you're stalling or things are moving slow in your life, even because you are putting up with people who are a liability, okay? They're not an asset. They don't add to your life in any type of way. They're not there to help you. They're just more so there to take from you. Okay, so we even have people wanting to take from you around you. So it's something about you needing to cut these people off. That's a liability. People who even cause you to procrastinate and not move. People who want to keep you stuck. It's time to get from around these people, okay? So you need to be getting from around people that you know are costly in some type, in whatever way. Wow, I got letters for you guys. Okay, so the initials K, L, M, N, or O is significant. Okay. I feel like this is someone in particular. It's so funny because I had literally predicted this in my head. Ooh, that's crazy. So what you need to be focused on is how you can stop procrastinating on someone in particular, okay? And I said relationship for a reason. There's somebody you could be in a relationship with, okay? That could be their initials, K, L, M, N, or O. That you could be stalling on or procrastinating on going towards, and all this is going to do is push this person away, okay? There's somebody you need to maybe take action on. That's what you need to be doing right now, taking action on this person, letting this person know why you want them around. What do you want with them? You know, how you know, how do you feel about them? So this can be a romantic partner. You need to be focused on how you can take action towards your romantic partner and stop, you know, stalling on this person, especially if this is somebody you really like or you want to be with or you are with. It's time to really show up to a relationship that you have with someone, and that could be their initials, K, L, M, N, or O. That's what you need to be doing right now. Others of you guys, like I said, this could be someone that you work with. This could be a family member with the initials K, L, M, N, or O, who could actually be a liability. They could be costing you in some type of way, and this is the person that you need to be cutting off. So of course, take it how it resonates. Regardless, somebody with the initials K, L, M, N, or O is significant to what you should be focused on or what you should be doing. And they're significant in regards to something that you need to be doing, whether it's excluding this person, letting them go, or something, or someone that you actually need to be going towards and making something happen with. This could also be a place, okay? So take it how it resonates with those initials, K, L, M, N, and O. K, L, M, N, or O, a place, person, okay, with those initials. It is significant, though, to what you should be doing right now. And I really feel like these are relationships, people you have relationships with, initials, and you need to be figuring out, maybe it's just even you just needing to figure out if, you know, if you do know somebody with those initials, you need to be focused on, you know, really focused on who's around you, these people with these initials, and what you you know, these relationships that you have with these people, and what needs to be done, what action needs to be taken with these people, like I said, whether bad or good, okay? And that's what you need to be focused on. A lot of you guys need to be actually getting out in the world, okay? You need to be traveling, okay? You need to be exploring. This is even you needing to gain some worldly knowledge, or, you know, just get around the world, okay? You've been stuck in one place. It's time to get out into the world and see what the world has to offer, and that's what you should be doing. You could always just start with getting knowledge about the world, but this is also just giving, you need to be traveling, going out there, seeing what life has to offer, okay? Which lets me know you could have been stuck in the same places, areas for a while. You haven't really been around, going anywhere, and it's time. And that's what you need to be focused on, how you can start to get around and gain some experiences and get out into the world, because there is a whole world waiting for you, okay? This is also giving you need to be focused on your world, not anybody else's, not what so-and-so doing over here, not what so-and-so at work doing, not what so-and-so that you don't even know is doing. You need to be worried about you and your world, okay? Nobody's world is more important than yours. Especially nobody's world deserves to be more important in your world than your own world, okay? So something about you needing to even make yourself your world at this time. It needs to be about you and your world. Maybe you are getting caught up in being caught up in other people's world and what they got going on. And this can even be in a good way. Maybe you're focus on other people's world in a way because you like to take care of everybody. You like to make sure everybody's straight and that their world is straight and that they're good. But sometimes you got to realize that's not even your place, okay? It's your place to a certain extent, or let's say that. Because at the end of the day, if you keep on taking care of everybody and everything around you, or making sure everybody good and putting everybody else on a pedestal, when do you get put on a pedestal? When do you get taken care of and get that same love when you trying to give it to everybody else, okay? It's time for you to focus on your world, because that's how you're going to be able to really lock in. Yeah, with the Page of Swords sitting up on the deck. That's how you're going to really be able to, create, come up with these ideas, execute your plans. Like I said, there's could be some business you're wanting to start to get off the ground, but you can't do this stuff worried about other people's worlds and what they got going on, their lives. You need to take that energy and be trying to figure out how you can get this business, start this business, get this business off the ground, how you can come up with ideas. Okay, the ideas, come up with some ideas for this business, something like that. Some of y'all could also end up having worldly fame. That's what you need to be focused on, getting prepared to have worldly fame, okay? That's not nothing to take small or lightly, especially if you know you want fame, you want to be seen, you want to be known around the world by many people. You know that you are some artistic person that has a lot to offer the world. You're very talented. It's time. You should be figuring out how to enter into that world, okay? Because that's going to be a whole new world for you, especially if you're not already famous, okay? And if you are, you're listening to this reading, there's always ways to enhance, how to deal with that lifestyle. But somebody, you could be coming into that lifestyle, and you need to be really, again, it's all about aligning, right? So you need to be aligning with what you want. So if you want to be, again, famous, you want that lifestyle, it's time to align with it, which also means you need to be knowing how to deal with that lifestyle, okay? Because that could be to come for somebody, and you need to be focused on how you're going to be in this new world of you being famous. You need to be, strengthening your mental. You need to have some type of strength somewhere. You need to be having that thick skin. You need to make sure your confidence is up. Okay, you need to make sure that you don't get sucked into what he say, she say, how somebody feel or think about you. Because I'm telling you, fame, that's going to be a whole new world for you. So you're going to have to be really 10 steps ahead. Again, you always kind of want to be 10 steps ahead, right? For regarding anything you're about to get into. And I just feel like that's for somebody. This is not going to be for everybody. This part isn't for everybody. For somebody, you could be about to enter into that lifestyle. It's just a need for you to prepare. So that's what you should be doing right now. Preparing to enter into a new lifestyle, which is having worldly fame or becoming some famous artist. You have some talent that you want to display, or that you will end up, displaying, and you're going to end up famous off of this, okay? It's going to get a lot of attention, whatever this is, and you just need to be ready, prepared for that type of lifestyle is what I'm getting. That's what you should be focused on. That's what you need to be figuring out how you can prepare for. What should Taurus be focused on? And I really do think some of you guys, you need to be focused on your, like we're going to travel back for a minute. There, like I said, you could be worried about other people's lives, and I'm getting it specifically. You could be worried about someone with the initials K, L, M, N, or O. You could be constantly worried about their life and what they're doing, okay? This is just for somebody in specific. This is not for everybody, but when I was mentioning that that person could actually have the initials KLM and or O, and you could be very like into this person's world, or you're making this person your world, and it's like you need to focus on your world and your life, okay? Regardless about how you feel about this person or how interesting they are, or whatever reason that you feel like you want to obsess about their life or their world, it's time to redirect your attention towards your own world, okay? Or making yourself your own worlds. I don't know what the case is, but I do, the way I'm looking at the cards, that you could be putting somebody like on a pedestal. You're making them your world. You are concerned with their world and how they're living and what they're doing. It's just time to focus on Taurus. Time to focus on you and what you got going on, okay? So yeah, that's what you really need to be focused on. You and what you got going on. Not the outside world, not anybody around you, okay? Security, okay? Yeah, like I was saying about worldly fame, some of y'all about to be in that lifestyle. You need to make sure you're secure, right? Make sure you have that security, because you're about to be, you know, accessible to a lot of people and places and things, and you want to make sure you have that security, okay? Like I said, this is even in terms of mental strength, mental security, because, you know, again, living that lifestyle is not cracked up to be what it is, or it's not all peaches and cream, and you're going to have that security within, physically, mentally, emotionally. You're going to have that security to make sure you're not being so accessible to the world at the same time. So this is like you needing to make sure you have that protection, okay? Others of you guys, this is just given that you need to be focused on your security in general, okay? You could be not as financially secure at this time. You could not be mentally secure, emotionally, spiritually. Take it how it resonates, but you do need to work on your security. You may not even be feeling secure, so that needs to be your focus on how you can create some security in your life in regards to those 4 areas. You know, in whatever area it is, you need to be focused on how you can create some type of security, so maybe you don't have to worry, okay? So you don't have to wonder about what if. This is even like making sure you have an emergency account for, you know, a rainy day. You need to make sure that you are secure in some type of way. This can even be making sure that you protect yourself from the world. You need to be focused on that. You should be doing that. It's protecting yourself from the world. Maybe you let yourself so accessible to any and everybody and everything, and that's what I was getting at. Something about protection, and you're not protecting yourself when you do that. So you need to really focus on how to protect yourself, because everybody is not for you. Everybody is not they always say everybody not out to get you, but in this instance, everybody's not your friend either. Everybody's not there to love you and support you and want to see you do good, okay? So you really need to like be paying attention to who's around you, okay? Who you're letting yourself be accessible to, who's you're letting have access to you, okay? That's important, right? And that's what you need to be doing, is finding that security. This is like you needing to pull back your energy. Like I said, cut people off. That's how you find that security, is what I'm getting at. You could cut people off, remove them from your life, limit access, or know how to protect yourself when you're around these people. But something about security is very significant as to what you should be doing right now. You need to be securing. You need to be finding some security in regards to people, places, things, like I said, physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially. There's a need for you to secure yourself. Make sure you have security in some type of way. This is also you needing to be focused on your insecurities, okay? You could be a little insecure at times, okay? You could be struggling with that, and you need to really be focusing on how you can become more secure within who you are, okay? Not letting like the outside world tell you who you are, not actually sit there and believe it, and you know, really let it get to you to the point you really start feeling insecure. So But it could be whatever, you know. It's many things that could be making you kind of feel insecure at this time. Really work on your securities, figure out how to build that confidence, what makes you feel confident, start going towards that. And that's what you should be doing. And you definitely shouldn't be letting other people make you feel insecure. But yeah, when you have that security within, it's like you can make anything happen as well too. So you definitely want to focus on gaining that security, that confidence. Okay. Last card, and in general, this is just giving secure the bag. Okay, you could already be, you know, going after the bag, but something about you needing to secure your bag. Okay, like I said, you could be focused on other things, and it's stopping you from being able to secure the bag in some type of way. Or again, you could be working somewhere you don't want to work. You know that you will really have more security if you were to start your own business or something. So just take it how it resonates, but it's something about you needing to secure the bag as well too. It doesn't mean you're not already doing that, but it's like you may, yeah, with this page of Taurus, it's like you already came up with some ideas that could really secure you, okay? Really put you in position to have like some financial security or something, some financial freedom even. But yeah, it's time to secure the bag as well too. And if you're already doing that, this is just like keep doing that, keep making that your focus, because that's what it needs to be about right now. Okay, it's something about you needing to secure the bag. You know, it's just that you don't need to be worried about other things at this time. Focusing on your bag and how to be successful is definitely more important for you to be doing right now. Yeah, and my Jenga card is like the Tower, so you could definitely be needing to make a change. Okay, there's a big change that you may need to make. Again, this could be what you're procrastinating on, making some type of change, but you need to make this change. Okay, change is good, and we all know fixed signs especially can have a trouble with change. Okay, and sometimes people don't mind it, but it just really is uncomfortable, so they, you know, hold off as long as they can. But there with Virginia, there's a big change that there's a change in general that you need to make. Okay, and this change could really, you know, further you. This could secure you. This change could put you in position. This change could be life changing. So something about you needing to make a change. Okay, don't procrastinate on making changes, especially the necessary changes that you need to, that could change your life. Okay, Jenga also gives the play card, so you should definitely be, you know, getting out of this play mode. You could be in a wanting to play mode. Okay, you could want to play mind games. You could want to even, because let's not lie, like it's not real life. You could even be wanting to play mind games. You could be wanting to play tit for tat, even get your lick back in the situation. But it's time to let that go, because one thing about it, the universe is always working. They're going to take care of it. But you spending your time worried about, you know, how you going to get somebody back, or spending your time manipulating somebody, all that's doing is slowing you down. And that's what we were talking about right in the beginning. All that's going to do is slow you down and stop your movement. And you want to be on moves, right? You're trying to secure the bag, right? So you don't have time for that. Okay? And even in the times where you may not be securing the bag, you just don't have time in general to be spending your time trying to play mind games, trying to be tit for tat with somebody. So it's a need for you to really focus on how you think, how you go about things right now, okay? Because the way you're doing it is not it, okay? You this could really be coming off as childish, okay? It's like you more operating out of emotions, let's say that. You need to be focused on how to have that logic at times. Be logical, be more realistic, and not move from emotions. Because with Jenga, like I said, this is my game card too. It's letting me know that you could like to play games, okay? You act off emotion in some type of way, because clearly that's what's making you want to play games and manipulate and do tit for tat. Okay, this could be in specifically with somebody of the initials K, L, M, N, or O. but doesn't have to be. Take out resonance, but there is somebody that you are kind of spending your time. Like I said, and I say you kind of worried about somebody else's life and world, and that could be the person that you feel like you want to play games with. You want to be on some tit for tat thing with, and it's like you have to focus on them because you're trying to strategize on how you can manipulate them and how you're gonna act towards them, something like that. But all this is moving from emotion. You wanna really work on your mindset, how you think. You want to in general take care of those emotions right now. That's what you're doing. First, addressing those emotions, why you feel how you feel, why you doing what you're doing, why you're moving like you're doing, and you want to start remembering that the universe is going to handle whatever you felt like was done wrong to you. You're going to get your justice. But waiting around for somebody to get theirs is not, it's all it's going to do is slow their, what happens to, whatever they do deserve, whatever karma or energy that is going to come back around them. All it's doing is going to move that slow. It's going to prolong that. And you're also going to be prolonging your life in this situation, because you're not supposed to be sitting around waiting for somebody else to get theirs, or you're not even supposed to be sitting around strategizing on getting somebody back. Again, the best revenge is your bag, right? Your success. And isn't that what you should be doing as well? Or what you are doing is securing the bag, and that's literally your revenge in itself, right? So it's like a need to change your mindset, get out of your emotions, stop moving from emotion, be more realistic, be more logical, even have grace, forgive, find out how to use your situations to your advantage or something. Or again, you cut people off, you move forward, you let your success show for itself. But sitting here playing these mind games, okay, is definitely giving childish. It's definitely going to slow you down. And so you need to be focused on how to get out of this mindset and redirect your focus onto what matters. Transmute energy even if you have to, but that is not what you want to be doing. So that's what you need to be doing, is cutting that out, okay? Playing these games, it just doesn't help the situation, and that's what you're gonna have to realize. You start getting on people's level, and you start degrading yourself, or even lowering your vibration, your frequency, when you choose to scoop to people's level and want to play get back and want to play mind games. You don't even know, like, you're dumbing yourself down in so many ways, okay? Because at the end of the day, nobody has the say so of what goes down for somebody, or how something ends up for somebody, or what you feel like somebody should get back. It just don't work like that. Again, you let your success show for itself, and start making, what you should be doing now is just start making these people who do make you feel some type of way, who did make you feel some type of way, be a non-factor. That's also your get back. Start showing people just how non-existent they are. That's all you have to do. But these playing games, it's only dumbing you down. It's only making you look like you're on these people's level, okay, Taurus? What Taurus is this message for? And specifically, what Taurus is this message for? And specifically, you could also be the one with those initials. So your initials could be K, L, M, N, or O, okay? First, middle, or last. Virgo, who is this message for? And specifically, heavy on a Gemini, Virgo, Taurus, and heavy on Pisces, okay? So you could have Pisces, Gemini, Taurus, or Virgo in your big three. This message is specifically for you. You could be born on the 9th, you could be born on the 10th, the 5th, or the 18th, okay? As to who this message is for and specifically. So yeah, that's what I'm getting for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and I'll see y'all in the next one.